Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video by yours truly, me. Okay. And as always, if you're not new to my channel and have stuck around for a little while, I would like to say thank you for just sticking around, and just dealing with all my crap. Appreciate it. No one's perfect. And if you're new, I hope you stick around. Anyway, this game is called This is the Police. And like you, I've never heard of it. I know you haven't heard of it, don't lie. Anyway, so this was referred to me by my good mate, my good chum, Steveo from Steveo Gaymes. And I wanted to give a big shout out and a big thanks to Steveo, because he's like cool, Anyway, from what I've been told, this game is very story rich, very immersive, a lot of exposition. So I'm not exactly sure how to proceed with these videos. Like, should they be 10 minutes long or should it be 30 minutes long? I don't know. So I'm going to leave it up to Steveo. The icon right here. The power is in your hands. Bum, bum, bum.
Come on! Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this. But in fact, it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
Day 1, July 15th, Monday. Mayor Rogers, sex maniac. Wait, there's a question mark. Sex maniac? City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation. Alright. Nope, I'm not. I ain't trying to miss nothing. I'm taking notes. So, Jack Boyd. Third time's a charm, baby.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
So I'm resigning.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
Press conference? Oh yeah. Let's go.
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Oh ho ha ha ho 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 ha ha ho. Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? I thought I'd be working as a policeman for another 5 to 10 years. I just wanted to serve the city. I was very surprised, of course. I probably shouldn't have said that. Oops. Do you already know the name of your successor? Of course not. And I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. Either. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? Deputy Francis Kendrick. He's... corruption scandal. It's hard to say, but I think... oh wait, but I can't think of a more deserving candidate than Captain Kendrick. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Usually I prefer to answer all your questions, but in this situation I've got to say, no comment. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Well, I don't want the mayor to be mad at me, because I feel like if I say anything that might be true, like, I feel like the mayor, the way he was talking about it, I don't know, man. Okay. That's just not possible. Mayor Rogers is a true professional, and he makes his decisions carefully. There is no place in our jobs for hard feelings. Thank you. That's it. I think I did good.
How's the back today, Mr.
I think
Boyd?
I did good.
Usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
My back.
Even Mr. Kendrick.
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Oh wait, isn't that who's Francis Kendrick? Corruption scandal. So okay. Especially Kendrick. Ooh. Sitting back in his lazy boy. Oh, now that's the job. of a resigning police chief.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough,
You're
I
such a
won't be
meanie.
here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people.
Oh yeah, he's evil.
Don't betray that.
Yeah, he has that evil,
Don't get wrapped up in
slimy,
any schemes.
old guy voice.
Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
You big meanie.
180 days.
I hate you.
Quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
I'll do my best. His voice.
Quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Oh, okay, that's who's replacing me then. A friend of the mayor's. Got it.
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Ooh! Oh!
Damn, son.
Day 2. Alright, head of culture department owns villa in Italy. Next police chief still unknown. Okay, well I know it's one of the mayor's friends. Cleanness of city streets increased by 20%. Should I write this down? I'm gonna write that down because I might just meet the head of culture department one day in this game. Third time's a charm, baby. I'm pretty sure the
Cops don't
day
use the
when it doesn't
police
start
station
on the third
cafeteria
one
anymore.
is when
There's some kind of stigma
stuff
against
is
sitting
bad.
shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse.
That's how I eat Taco
The
Bell
main thing,
chalupas.
don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
Ooh, get away from me! Trying to eat my
deputy,
lunch.
Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts.
Oh wait, Kendrick.
Subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Would you like to receive tips about how the game works? Okay, look, I'm a 60-year-old police chief, a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone telling me how to do my damn job. Yes, please tell me how to play the game. I have no idea how to play this game. Okay, so, price. I don't like you. I don't like you at all, Price. And Price is like, hey, why did you like me? I can't do an old lady voice, I'm sorry. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. Another settlement needs our help. Here, let me mark it on your map. Hit and run at Everyday Mall. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in a parking lot back over a homeless man. Holy moly, who'd been digging through a trash can? The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he'd hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. Okay, so I'm gonna send cops to this scene to get a description of the truck, the van, to, you know, help the man, and hopefully, you know, emergency responders, like the ambulance crew, come. Alright. It's time to be the best police chief there ever was. Let's go! Let's send some folks. I should send Price. Wait. So, alright, I'm gonna send, let me see. So 220 Yancey. Okay, so it's a hit and run. That's pretty big actually. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna send Tsubaki and Yancey. A theater manager reports that during a showing of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. Oh. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater's security guard. Alright, Price, I need you to go there and put up your dukes, girl. Put your dukes up, and you like, hey, Sonny! I'm sorry. Okay, look, alright, so I'm gonna send, you know, Purdy looks like she could handle, you know, a punch. I myself. If you punch me once, I'm down. I'm out for the count, so... Purdy looks like she could take a punch. And my girl Austin. So I'm gonna send Purdy and Austin. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. It's raining. Outcomes. Oh, yeah, my girl Tsubaki and my boy Yancey. They got him. Yes, so happy. Cause I'm the best police chief there ever was. Oh, shiz. I knew you could do it, Purdy. She probably took like 2 punches. It was like, I'm done. I ain't playing these games no more. And she was like, and then they arrested him. So, okay. And Austin, good job. Oh, yeah. Man, this is a piece of cake. Suburb. Armed robbery in the suburb. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with a whole collection of adult movies. Smart kids. Alright, the criminals fled in the car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown who lives in the suburbs. Okay. Dang it, my folks are still getting back. Alright, how long do I have to respond to this? There's a time limit for each one. 35 seconds, I got this. Fight at the Johnson, Jurgen, and Katz law firm. Oh no. That's my money. Nope, that's my money. That's all I can think. Okay. A brother and sister clash with each other over their deceased father's will. It's all my money. So I was right. According to one of the lawyers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty tonight. Dang it. Okay, look, I'm going to send Yancy, but I feel like Purdy, my girl Purdy, who could take a punch. I need to send her. Dang it, she's not back yet. Dang it. All right, how long do I have for this one? Wait, how do I close out? Okay. Okay, Purdy, let's go, girl. Let's go. Let's go, Purdy. I got 13 seconds left. All right. Oh, snap. Okay, I'm going to send Yancy and Purdy. In armed robbery, I'm going to send Tsubaki and Koshi.
412A in progress.
Ghetto. Talking about the ghetto. Alright, assault. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then run away with his guitar and his money. Alright, Price, you know this is one for you, girl. I'm telling you, Price. She can, you never know, like, I should send Price. So that way when she meets the elderly musician, he might, like, try to play her a song or two, you know? And then it'll be, like, elderly love. They'll come together, you know? And, like, their dentures are, like... and they'll just mold into one elderly person. I'm sorry. Their final form. Alright, so, okay, I'm not gonna send Price. Because I really don't want Price to get hurt. Because she's an elderly lady. And I care for my elderly cops, man. One day I'm going to be an elderly lady. And then I want people to care for me. Because I'm old. And I'm wise. And then I'll be like, hey, I played all these games on Steam when I was young. And look at you kids today in your virtual reality. And I'll start crying because I'm old. So, right. These are all I have left. Whoa, I sent Price. Like, I seriously did not mean to send Price. Well, you already know. Like, Sonny, yo, young whippersnappers. Alright, I'm sorry. Alright, armed robbery at the suburb. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. So, by moaning and loud laughter, do you mean like, Alright, so turn on the siren and loudspeaker and shout that the house is surrounded. Well, there's only two of you guys. It's not really surrounded. Knock on the door and say, open up, it's the police, bitch. Alright, or sneak into the house through an open window. Alright, I'm gonna say open up, police. See? Purdy. Isn't she the best? She could take a punch. Boy. Yancy looks like he, like, judging from that facial structure, he could just, like, I'm here to fight. He'll, like, pick you up. And then, like, And then, I'm sorry. And then he'll arrest you. Okay. Dang it. Austin and Price. Dang it. I did not mean to send Price. Snap. I'm sorry, Austin. And I'm sorry, Price. You were probably scared. Like, what's new? And I'm sorry. I should have sent the SWAT team. My day ends at like 9 o'clock. Wait, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yep, 2100. And I'm in the military too. Okay, yep, 9 o'clock. I want to have my boy Yancy come in. So this is shift B and shift A. Whoa. Birch, he is a very unhappy man. He hates his job. He does not want to come in tomorrow. Birch, just do me a favor and stay home, man. Because you look like... like, you have a cone of ice cream and you're like... I don't like life. so, Birch, you're just a very... Birch Jr.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past
Look who's
few
talking.
weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business. So you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
That's what I'm talking about. That's my kind of police chief. Come here. Alright, I'm gonna get a drink.